Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Scoreboard Focus. My name is Iffy. Today, we'll be focusing on United players that were on international duty. And of course, there were a couple of Manchester United, a number of players that were there. But we're going to focus on those who could have an impact, a positive impact for this weekend's game against Liverpool. So we are going to do a report on the players that were playing and that are very crucial to the first team at this moment in time. So we're going to discuss Bryan Mbeumo. He was away with the national team, with the Cameroonian national team, and he performed really well for the Cameroonians. And he is really on top form now. He has a lot of confidence and he is really contributing a lot for both club and country. And he is a goal scoring threat going forward. He's somebody who can take on players, who can cross the ball very swiftly, and his work ethic is incredible, which is why Manchester United splashed over £60 million for him. And he's a very important player in Ruben Amorim's system. And even in the even in the Cameroonian national team, he plays in a similar position, attacking from the right, and he's really effective. And he's looking very, very good for this weekend's game against Liverpool. He performed really well for the Cameroonian national team. And, we are just thankful that he did not sustain injuries, because, international breaks can become a headache. Actually is a headache for clubs, especially top European clubs, because some players, they sustain a lot of serious injuries on international duty, and that hampers the chances of the club, whatever club that they're playing for. It really disrupts their plans for the season, because a player can be out for so many months, even a year. So Bryan Mbeumo is looking good, and we expect him to be in the starting lineup against Liverpool away. At Anfield, it's gonna be very, very tough. And then we're gonna speak about Amad Diallo, who is another player who really, really played well for the national team during the international break. He's a very effective player, and his work ethic is amazing. He's great both attacking and physically as well. He has an eye for really troubling defenses and picking out spaces. His positioning is amazing. And yes, he also does a lot of work offensively. That's why Ruben Amorim really likes playing Diallo, you know. And I think in some matches he played him further up the field, because in most games under Ruben Amorim he has played left wing back, and in some instances Ruben Amorim would move him to the attacking right wing, so that he could be able to cut in and take on players the way that he likes to. So yeah, I mean he's a versatile player. He can play in different roles, but I personally think that he does his best. He plays his best football when he's put on the right attacking side of striker position or wing, because he's able to cut in and dance past players like nothing. And, that's why he is very important to the Ivory Coast national team as well. He's an attacking threat and he looks good. He performed well for the national team. And yeah, he is a very young player. And yeah, we expect him to also be in the starting lineup against Liverpool because, we need players like him in the starting 11, definitely. Then, of course, Licha Martinez is back and he's doing full training. That's wonderful for both club and country because he is a regular for club and country. And yeah, he's been out for a long time. But we covered the comeback of Licha Martinez in a previous video. Make sure that you go and check it out. And yeah, areas of concerns for players that were away on for national duty is Casemiro. I don't know. Casemiro is a great player. We know that he has won a lot. He has a lot of experience. Won a lot of trophies with Real Madrid, and he's a winner. He's a champion. But somehow or another, he always finds a way to get red carded. So he received a red card playing for Brazil, and he has received quite a few of them at club level. And it's something that has always troubled him. Late tackles, unnecessary tackles that lead to straight red cards, and it's unfortunate because he's very very important to Brazil and Manchester United. So that red card, yeah, it was problematic for Brazil in that game. It's always an inconvenience to be a player down and playing against good opposition for the national team. However, he's not injured. He's not injured. He's fit to play, and he loves Manchester United. He had a chance to leave Manchester United for big money, but he stated that he's happy and that his family is happy in England and that he wants to see his contract out at Manchester United. And he has a wealth of experience that Manchester United could need at Anfield. And yeah, he is a favorite to start because he's in good form despite getting this red card. He has been in good form, and he's leaner, he's fitter, and we expect him to. I personally expect him to be in the starting lineup ahead of Ugarte for the trip to Anfield. So yeah, let's hope that he doesn't get a red card at Anfield. Let's hope that he gives a more composed uh, performance so that Manchester United can battle. We don't want to go a man down at Liverpool because that's a very dangerous place to go to. Even with 11 men, Liverpool are a very dangerous side, and they have great attacking players, and we need Casemiro to help us in that game and use his experience and hopefully for him to avoid being booked. So then we're gonna speak about Ayden Heaven, the youngster, the English youngster centre back who was obviously we signed him from Arsenal. He hasn't gotten a lot of playing time, a lot of game time, and it has been hard for him because we thought that maybe we would see him feature more for Manchester United, but it has been difficult to break into the starting 11 because there's Yoro, there's Delete, there's Luke Shaw at the back, and others like Harry Maguire. It's very tough for him to break into the starting lineup, but he's a young player. He represented the English under 20s during the international break. Unfortunately, he suffered an ankle ligament injury for England. So now he is out, and he won't be available for Liverpool's game. However, reports suggest that the injury is not too serious. And but Manchester United have to take precautions. They don't want to rush him into the team, knowing that he has sustained an injury. However, we do expect him to come back as soon as possible. He's a young man, and I'm sure that he will recover as quick as possible. And we wish him a speedy recovery. We need him in the team so that we can have nice depth. And I'm sure he wants to fight for a place to start in the Manchester United first team. Then we're going to talk about Nisir Mazraoui, of course, the Moroccan international. We signed him from Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich in Germany. He's a tireless player. One of the best signings that Manchester United have made in recent years, definitely. What a workhorse he is. Very hardworking, and he can play several positions. And he's great at defending. He's a team player, rarely gets booked, and he's very important to Manchester United. However, this season he has had quite a number of injury problems, and this goes back to when he played for Bayern Munich. Actually, in his two last seasons at Bayern Munich, he had a lot of injury problems. So he's quite injury prone. But when he's available and fit to play, he's world class. So unfortunately, he didn't feature for Morocco, and he linked up with the team, and the coach suddenly assessed him. The coaching staff assessed him, and they didn't want to uh, put him under pressure. They didn't want to aggravate the injury that he has. So his fitness was not that up to standard. So will he be able to feature against Liverpool? Maybe not. Maybe not. Because the national team didn't want to risk playing him, because he has to get back to full fitness. And while he was there, maybe they thought that he could play. Maybe they thought that his fitness levels would be of good standard for him to play, because he is a regular for Morocco. However, he's just not quite fit at the moment to represent his country and to obviously play for Manchester United at this moment in time. However, we'll see how it goes. Ruben Amorim is full of surprises. He might include him in the team, in the traveling squad to go to Liverpool. So, the derby is coming up, and there are ups and downs to the international break, of course. And I think we have two quality players that played well, Mbeumo and Diallo, and they avoided injuries, and that's always a good thing. And Ayden Heaven, well, he's not a regular, but he's important in a sense that injuries happen, things happen, and he's a player that could always come in if needed, and we know that he's very solid, very strong. So Manchester United have benefited from this international break, in a sense that our key players in the starting lineup have gotten some minutes and they will be looking very, very forward to the Anfield game against Liverpool. However, Nusya Masraoui and Ayden Heaven, these are the two problems that Manchester United have right now. But Nusya Masraoui has had fitness problems this season. Ayden Heaven has not played that much. But however, Manchester United is looking good for the game against Liverpool. It's gonna be tough. At least we didn't get further injuries, especially for players who are regulars in Ruben Amorim's side. So yeah, let's see what happens. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think Ayden Heaven will be back very, very soon? Maybe the game after Liverpool? And does Nusya Masraoui maybe force his way into the traveling squad to face Liverpool at Anfield? Let me know what you think. Do you think that the Manchester United squad is looking good to hopefully get something at Liverpool? I'm going to be doing a video about the derby against Manchester United and Liverpool. I'm going to be doing a video covering the game against Liverpool and Manchester United. So look out for that. I'd love to hear your opinions about this video, this discussion. Leave your comments down below. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.